Hi, I'm Chris, and this is,
And
and we want to welcome you to Guide to Be Wrong. Again, thank you for being here with us today. It's a cold day in New York City, but we're loving it. It's beautiful, right? Um, again, please thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it, and please leave your comments. Right, we love to read your comments. Today's topic is going to be a very interesting one, something that is kind of new in our society. Um, New to I would say mainly for women, right? The IKEA theory, right? A theory that is growing big now. Um, and let me explain it a little bit, okay? The IKEA theory is a theory that basically says that uh, nowadays people feel better about themselves, more pride when they put things together themselves, right? Um, what do you think about that, Ed?
of course, people do want to build their own nest. Like with your own hands, you want to like make your chairs and your table, but nobody's going to do that anymore. So now you have these middle ground where you can buy them out of the bag and you put them together, pretty much, right?
Like a puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was always a main task, right? To build, to break stuff, to put stuff together. What IKEA, well, we're using IKEA name because basically that's what IKEA sells, right? Put
Hmm.
together furniture. That basically the idea is anybody can do it, right? Open the box, follow the instructions, and the next thing you know, you have a couch or a sofa or a bed or whatever, right? They sell all these other things. So it's not that first of all, IKEA is not paying me for this, so we're not promoting IKEA. We're just using the name because of what they do, right?
Hmm.
Um, and this theory is growing huge with women, right? We saw a big jump of this when people were doing the food, like they started cooking. Like more and more young people are actually learning how to cook now. They actually following the instructions, buying cookbooks and cooking, right? Then instead of going to a restaurant, going out, go to eat, which was the norm for teenagers. But now we're seeing that more and more people are getting into cooking because it's at the end, I think it's more satisfying, right? You
Totally.
sit there, you put it together, then you eat what you did, right? 30 minutes or 1 hour of you being there, putting your thing, doing your stuff. And it's also a very good way to gather your friends, right? Hey,
Hmm.
listen, I'm cooking some pasta. You want to come? And then a lot of times you end up having a nice conversation while you doing this, right?
Like most Americans, what they cook at home is Italian food. That is
I think
the main cuisine.
I think it's because they're easiest to cook too.
Totally,
It's,
like
it's the
yes,
easiest to cook.
like lasagna. That first sounds nice. It tastes great. Anybody can cook lasagna. There is no a 12-year-old kid can cook lasagna.
Oh no, hell no! Stop saying that nonsense. What's wrong with you?
You
You
don't.
you couldn't
So if
tell.
you look, if you don't think that, that shows that you do not have idea how to cook. I'm
No,
a great cook.
no. Lasagna is difficult to cook. Don't listen to this
No,
guy.
no. lasagna like a lasagna is a stupid dish. If you can get, if you want to like
Wait, how can you say that, man? Just to cook the meat sauce, it takes like 2 to 3 hours.
okay,
You
I'm not
know?
saying that is fast. I'm not saying that is a dish that you can cook it fast. I'm saying that like you can give it to a 9-year-old kid, you know, and say like, can you and given the instructions in a book. No, oh no, explain them. Look, this is how you're going to do it, and that will go and cook.
Okay,
Yeah,
opening a can of ragu
yeah, this is almost the
and
same.
no, oh my God, you okay? So no, no, don't say that, man. Don't say that.
That's just that you have no idea about
No,
cooking.
no, I do, and I take my lasagna with pride. Don't, no, lasagna is a you told me freaking chicken parmesan with some pasta on it. Yeah, that could cook that in 5-10 minutes. But lasagna, if
Mhm.
you really want to cook a real lasagna,
Anybody can cook a real
no,
lasagna.
no. First of all, it
It's
take
very
it.
difficult to make a bad lasagna. Just think about that.
No. I think you're wrong. I mean,
Well, anyway, but we're getting out of the topic. So the whole thing is that most Americans at home cook Italian, right? And but all of that is changing dramatically because you have YouTube. So people can go to YouTube and learn how to cook. Uh, there are many channels that they will teach you like you are a kid. They will explain you exactly the amounts, the brands that you have to buy, and you can suddenly start cooking Peruvian. That is actually a very difficult cuisine to cook. Um, you can start cooking Indian. Indian food is also very hard to cook, but you can actually learn it with pretty much the same taste. You just have to put a little effort and all of that. Now, making furniture is a completely different thing. Like you actually need to be talented to make furniture, right? It's not like you can just take YouTube and see what they are doing and try to do it.
Of
It's
course,
not going to go well.
of course, of course. And I just want to mention before I get out of the topic.
Yes.
You have to spend at least 3 to 5 hours to make a lasagna.
Okay. I'm not saying that is a fast dish. Yeah, a croissant. That is a very difficult thing to do, and doesn't take long.
I don't know. I never made a croissant.
Okay,
I don't
making
even
a
know what
croissant
that. I
it
don't
takes.
even know how you make a croissant.
Okay, it's very
It's a
complicated.
bread. Croissant is a bread.
Totally, but you need to know how to do it. And it's going to take you a long time to do one that is normal. That is actually a croissant.
Well,
A lasagna. The first one that you have you cooked lasagna?
I have cooked
Okay,
lasagna,
just think about it for a second.
and it's a hard dish to cook.
Okay, sure. Okay, now the first time that you cook it, it came well.
Yeah.
Right there you go.
Oh, follow the recipe.
Just think about it. This if it would be a difficult dish,
No, no,
how
no,
can
no,
you cook
no.
it first
No,
well the first time?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Cooking is easier than baking.
Okay.
Baking, you have to really know what the heck you're doing
Okay.
because baking you could screw it up. I
Okay.
mean, if baking, you have to measure stuff when you bake. You
Okay.
cannot just dump stuff. In cooking, you can.
No, you
Yeah,
cannot.
yeah, little bit of that. Just add more water. You can fix it up. Yeah, put some hot sauce. It will be good. You know, cooking is just dumping stuff in a pot. Eventually, it's going to cook. Yeah, as long as everything is cooked, it's not going to kill you. You know, you want flavor, put some hot sauce. Hey, cooking is simple,
No, cooking is not simple. It's very
but
difficult to cook it well.
but baking is different. If you make a cake
Hmm.
and you don't follow, like, if you don't like put enough stuff in it, the cake is not going to be a cake. It's going to be anything but a freaking cake. But anyway, and that is Ikea theory. Taking pride.
Okay, taking pride on do it well.
Taking pride on
But
doing it.
that's where I was trying to go. That um, you cannot just watch a video. Maybe you take a class, it will work better. But you cannot follow the instructions in a video and do a table. It's not going to go well. You know, like because a table, even though it looks something easy to make,
No,
right?
it's not. It's not.
Is crazily
Yeah.
complicated. Like the materials that you have, are they cured? Did you treat them?
Yeah.
Are they going to be
Yeah.
dry?
That's what.
Are they labeled?
Of course, that's why. Of course, nowadays most people, I would say most people, when they do something, they putting in the equation is two things. Hey, how long is it going to take me,
Mm-hmm.
and and how much it's going to cost me to do it myself?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times it's cheaper just to go get it
Mm-hmm.
than to do it yourself. You
Of course,
know?
but if you want, especially people that know about furniture, right?
Yeah.
If you want a good piece of furniture,
No, it's going to cost you a lot of
it's
money.
going to be, it was going to. I mean, you want to do it yourself, it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Because I'm also really bad in those things. That I should say. I'm like
Oh, not just that. You better
in
not.
everything. I cannot make a table or a chair or that it will look decent. Yeah, I cannot do it. It's beyond my ability, right? But I think most it's beyond most people uh, uh, right?
Well, that's because we in the city.
Yeah,
We're
probably
in
there's
the
a lot
city.
of that.
One of the things about in just to stay with the table, right? One of the things that deals with any of these things, a mechanic or this, is that you need the space to do it.
Mm-hmm,
You need, for instance, if you want to be a mechanic or like you want to repair your own car and do those things, you need a garage.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Which
Totally.
in cities is a luxury.
Yes.
It's
Nobody
actually,
has got
yeah,
that. Almost nobody.
almost nobody. And if you do, it's like I said, it's a
Or a
luxury.
basement that is a finished basement.
A finished basement that you can that is just for you, that you don't need it. Like a finished basement that you don't need. That you can say like, you know what, I want to do a shop here and I'm gonna buy my tools and I wanna do this. It's a very heavy luxury in any city, not just
Okay.
not just where we are.
And we're not talking about the 1%.
Yeah.
Those group of people that have their ability to, like, there are people that with almost no money, right? Um, this sounds crazy what I want to say, but like with $50,000 are able to make a boat. Like they go to their backyard, and you have seen it, like many people go and build this almost greenhouse, let's call it, and inside that they build a boat that is actually, when it's finished, and they are costing 250. I mean, they could sell it for 250, $300,000. It takes them 2 3 years to do it,
Yeah.
right? But those people are insanely talented. It's not like anybody could. A lot of them are retirees from yarships, so they know at least the basics of how to go about. Well, my whole point is, I have a lot of furniture from IKEA, because now you can go there and you measure it, and then
Yeah.
you take it home and you're able to put it together. And my kid says, "Oh my God, you make a table! You made me a chair, Daddy." And then, yes, that's the dad that you got.
Yeah. The IKEA theory and the IKEA feeling, right, is growing a lot with women, right? I don't need a man, that is also growing largely, right?
Hmm.
And also with the fact with the teenagers where they don't want to be like, oh, my mom bought it for me. They just go out there and do it themselves too. So it has a lot to do with independence. It has a lot to do with I want to show you that I can do it, and that's a movement that is growing in the last few years, right? Because back in the days, when I say back in the days, not long ago, uh, a task like this was mainly for the men, right? And or it was something that we just went out there and purchased. If you wanted something that was made, um, you had to wait at least 6 months to a year. Like if you want a table right now, like you go to a shop and you says, "Hey, I want this table. I want it to look like this." They're going to tell you, "Yeah, we get it done in 6 months to a year, 6 months to a year." Well, you can just go to a furniture store and they say, "Yeah, we deliver for you tomorrow." You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
but some people like the unique.
Of
You
course,
know,
especially if you have, now less because you have Amazon, right? But if you have the idea of, look, this is what I want. I want this kind of table, right?
but
And
isn't that also I'm better than you type of idea? A poor person cannot do that.
no, no, of course, yeah. This is
So so
even
so this is somebody that says I'm better than you.
which one?
The one that can go to and wait for a fucking year for the freaking table. If you could
Totally.
wait for a year for the table,
Hmm.
I mean that means that you don't need the freaking
And
table.
then you pay
And
$12,000.
then you pay so much money for the table. Number one, it says that you don't need it,
Hmm.
right? Because
Hmm.
if you need a table, hey, I need a table now. Freaking my table just broke. I need it now. So if you could wait for the year, that means that you don't need a table. Okay, that's number one. If you could wait for a year, that means that you want something so specific and so unique that only you and you is gonna have. That way you can tell your friends when they come in, oh yeah, the wood came from Greece and this corner was made. It's just a story to tell. It's a bragging. You got bragging rights, right?
All right.
That's what that is. What the IKEA feeling does, it takes that away. It's you. It puts you did it. You did it, not the story that, oh yeah, the wood came from here, and I got it made it in this shop and this. No, that's a difference, right? That's the difference between somebody spending $10,000 on a table that they're waiting for a year because they had to bring the wood from freaking Italy, and all that nonsense.
Also, the people that make tables, right? And like eh, there is this guy, for example. If you want to order a table from him, uh, like first he asks you like $5,000 or $6,000 deposit, and then you do have to wait. They basically get it on his list. So it's not like he has the materials are like right here, but he's so booked. The good ones are booked for a long, long, long time. So you just have to wait until
Well,
uh,
because
the ones that make like if you go, for example, to the what is it, Java Center, and then they have the furniture. Every once a year they have the furniture uh, convention. There is like a bunch of guys that they just do custom pieces, but they are promoting their business. But if you want to like just order one, it will take you a long, long time to get it.
Yeah, I mean, and again, and we've spoken about this before. The classes. We remember we had an episode about first class. That's what that is. That's what
100%.
that is. It's the fact that you can say, hey, I ordered my table. It's going to be here in 9 months, and that opens a conversation like, oh, 9 months. Oh yeah, because they bring in the wood from, you know, France, and it has to go to customs, and they're going to put this special finish that, and all this stuff. And so there goes your story. It's going to cost you $10,000. um when you have the other person that will tell the same story like this. Oh, guess what? I went to IKEA and look what I did. My brother came to help me out. We opened it up. It took us a couple hours to put it together. But see, and then it's like I did it. I went, I saw it, I picked it up, I opened the box. I did it
If
myself.
you go to IKEA, it's full of hot chicks, right? Like if you go to the store, it's full of very pretty
I said,
chicks.
which one are you going to?
Second ones ago.
Yeah.
No,
'Cause
that's not your experience.
uh,
I mean, no, I'm not saying like 80%, but like 30% of the store is like is pretty.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I go, and, as a matter of fact, and I was just talking because I wanted to go to IKEA. I don't buy IKEA furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But I would say you're the only one that goes as a holiday
no,
to
no,
the
I
IKEA
go. Listen. I tell you, I go to IKEA.
all the time.
I go to IKEA mainly to. Well, I go to the one in Brooklyn, and I go to the basement floor. The furniture's on the second floor. I go to the one in the basement because the basement it has. I like the plates, the cups, the uh,
Yeah, they have.
accessories, and they also have the flowers. That's what I go to IKEA for, and to eat. I love the meatballs over there and the mashed potatoes. So I go there to eat. They go in shopping. I go to the cafeteria, and then I go downstairs
They
to
used to
buy the
have
stuff.
like maybe 10 years ago. Remember, they used
Yeah,
to have the $5 meatballs or something.
yeah, they still do. But
No, no, now it's like 15 or
Mm,
14.
but I'm gonna tell you this. The reason why I don't really do IKEA furniture. The main reason is because number one, um, I'm not good at putting stuff together. I'm horrible.
But
Um,
get it, and I put it for you.
no, 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 and also, look, this is me thinking. Okay, um, IKEA might be a little bit cheaper, might be a little bit cheaper when. Now, for instance, I'm going to say example. Use this table, right? Maybe this table at IKEA is going to cost me $200. I just give you your number, $200, right? $200.
Mhm.
But now I have to get a car big enough to make sure that it fits. Then I have to go all the way there, carry it myself, then take it all the way to my place, carry it myself again, open it up, make a mess. Now I have all this garbage that I have to get rid of, right? Then I have to spend time putting it together. And then I have to get rid of my old one, which now becomes garbage for me too. Okay? Now, when I put the time that I use, the garbage, and all the stuff that I put together, if I go to a furniture store and I pay $300, let's say $100 more, all I gotta do is tell them, can you put it right there? And can you take that one with you and give you $20 extra? And that's it. It's done. They carry it for me. They're gonna put it exactly where I ask them to, and they take all the garbage with them.
Mhm. Mhm.
So for me, that's best.
Of course, no, no, no. But there is definitely a niche of people that what you just described is heaven.
Oh yeah,
They do want, like, honestly, me.
yeah.
I do want to go there. I do want to measure it. I do want to go
Some
home.
people spend the whole freaking day in IKEA.
Yeah.
The whole freaking day. They're like, what
I
the
got a
fuck?
list for my kid. Don't know how many times like I cut a cardboard in the size of the desk. I put it there to see it will actually fit. It will be enough space. Then I got the desk.
Yeah, no, that's insane. I mean, I do go to IKEA. I haven't been there in a while, but I like I said, I don't buy furniture for IKEA, but I do get the idea when you put something together and every time you look at it, you remember, oh man, I did that.
I did it
Yeah, I did it. You know.
because that's how the brain works.
Yeah,
In my head, I did that
yeah.
desk.
And if somebody asks me, say, yeah, man, you see that there was a tree there? I chop it. I chopped the dang tree. You see, I told you there's no tree anymore. Guess what it is now? Hey, look at it. You know? Yeah, of course, I gotta add a little more to it, you know? But yeah, it's a feeling that is growing more and more with the women, mainly women, right?
Yeah.
That it's not that they want to prove, it's just the fact that they want to feel like, hey, I could do it too. You know, it's one of those things that, hey, I could do it too. You could do it, I could do it better. You know?
Because even you see in YouTube, right? There is a women that have a YouTube channel where they specific women. I'm saying, right? These women, uh, they they say, oh, I want to fix my living room,
Yeah.
and they start trying to renovate it, and they ended up with this beautiful thing that no normal person can do it.
Well, YouTube
You
has
know,
the YouTube is listen now. Everybody says go to YouTube. There's a video for
yeah, but there
everything.
is different. That was it, but they are different levels. If you see men also, of course, but men had it for a long time. But now just I was checking these women that bought a house in Italy, and she pretty much fixed it herself.
Yeah.
Like because in Italy, houses don't have insulation. They don't have basically
Most
no
of the
even.
world don't have
Well,
insulation.
now they are changing it, but she actually added. She changed the foundation of the house by herself. I mean, she hired two guys to help her though, but she actually did it. But no normal person is going to be able to like you, as I said, the one that was fixing the living room. You can appreciate the beautiful job that she does, right? But it's not like I could go and copy what she does because she's in a different level.
Well,
So there is all these people that you cannot copy. You cannot really do what they are.
listen. To me, everything is simple to me because at the end of
Mhm.
the day is where you're going to allocate your resources.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the IKEA feeling comes from. Okay, it's just like painting your apartment. Um, Anybody could paint an apartment. Man, you don't have to be a Picasso to paint your apartment. You can call your friends. Hey, what are you doing today? Come on, I'm going to order pizza. Next thing you know, they got the paint on the way. Let's go. To start painting. And your friends are helping you painting. They eating pizza, and
And
everybody's
it ended up,
happy.
those jobs ended up looking okay. Not like a professional painter
Of
did
course,
it,
yeah,
like you know that they painted themselves,
yeah.
but it looks okay.
But when you were mentioning earlier is something that again, because this is how people get stuck on things. Okay, money and time matters. Money and time matters. So a lot of times people that get into those projects like the house in Italy, a lot of times is because you got the time and you got the money. What does that mean? It means this: if it's a project that you're working and it doesn't matter when you finish it, yeah, you could take your time, you could do a little by little, and doing all those things, right? Which means that you have the money and that you have the time. Okay, but for instance, if you're dealing with somebody that it needs a house to be rental to rent it, um, can you actually afford to do it yourself and to do it on your own time when you also got other things to do? Um, and I think that's what makes the difference between.
That is definitely something you have to count, but also the fact that could you, you know,
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody knows the limitation. I could paint. Look. I could paint. I could paint in my house. No problem. I could paint. I could even do floors. I can, take the floor out, do the basic. And I don't know how to do the floor, but I can put a new floor on the floor.
hmm
That's the basic. That's the basic stuff. But don't ask me. I could change a light bulb. Uh, don't ask me to change a pipe. And I have no idea
do a
what
bathroom.
or do.
Bathrooms are very
Don't
complicated.
even ask me to even. But I'm going to get on the phone and call somebody. Plain and simple. Um, for many reasons. Number one, uh, and this is me again because everybody's different. Somebody asked me the other day. Uh, Somebody asked me the other day why I would not do something, and I said, well, because there's somebody that does that and is skilled for that, and he knows exactly what he's doing. Why would I want to do somebody else's job when I don't know how to do it? And for instance, a plumber. I don't want to learn plumbing. I don't. I really don't. I don't want to learn it. It's not something that I want to learn. Is it something that everybody should know? I think people should know the basic. I know the basic of the plumbing. Water goes to the pipe and it goes down and it goes to the main line.
As you cook, right?
As
That's
you
how you
as you
cook.
cook. Hey,
Just throw things
don't
there.
stop eating. As long as it's boiling, it's gonna cook.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Hot sauce fix everything. um, but do I have the patience and the patience is mainly. Do I have the patience to actually try to figure out something when in my head I know, hey man, there's somebody that could do it faster and better than me. Why am I trying to kill myself for this? To me, that's the part that I don't get.
There is definitely a lot of that, but depends on how complicated you like what you want you to get, right? Like if you are dreaming to have a certain table, a bench, you're like, I want that kind of bench with that kind of material, and it's no, it's beyond your budget. Like a good bench can be like a couple of $1,000, right? So you said, I'm no, I cannot spend that, but I could buy the materials and prepare them, and it will kind of look okay because benches are easy to make. So there is something that I could actually achieve it, and it's going to be just $300 or $400. That is way. There are things that the only way for you to get it is for you to make it, basically.
Well, I have to say, I mean, and you're right. I mean, that's I have a lot of respect for people with talent. Some people have some great skills. I mean, they have, it's called a skill, it's called a talent. You know, either you have it or you don't. Some people have art is a talent. Okay, and that is art. So a craftsman is art. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I'm talking about me. I'm lucky. I'm so lucky that I have none of that crap.
No talent.
I have nothing. And to me, a table is a table. And as long as it's freaking whatever I'm going to put is not going to go on the floor, hey, that's good enough for me. You know, when it comes to things like that, I'm very, I want to say, I'm just like, okay, whatever. You know, and to me, it makes no difference. You know,
What
um,
about a guitar? A guitar is whatever, as
yeah,
long as it
as
makes
long as
sound.
it makes sound.
That's such a BS. You're
Then
telling me that you would not buy a beautiful, expensive guitar.
no, no, I won't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. You know, there's a lot of things that I do. There's a lot of things that I like, but for some reason, I never been. I'm not the type of person that I must have it. I need to. I've never been into that. I just do things. I just do things. I don't think. I think that the perfection is something that we all want to achieve. But at the same time, I think that when you get too focused on something, you lose what everything was all around. I think when you focus so much into something, sometimes you lose the sense of everything else. So I'm not, this me again, me personally. I don't build nothing because I know somebody else will build it for me. I
Hmm.
don't have to fix anything because there's other people that fix it. What I'm good at, what I'm good at is what I think that's what I do. You know, um, I'm okay talking. I don't have a problem talking to anybody. And there's people that could build you this beautiful table, but they cannot open and talk to anybody.
Hmm.
You know, it's just like there's doctors that can cure you
Hmm.
and save people's lives, but they cannot drive a fucking vehicle for nothing. Like they can drive. So everybody's good at something, and that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. When you're good at something, just do that. Everything else is extra knowledge.
But to finish, right, I would say that for the ones that are not good in something that we kind of like, there is IKEA.
There's a Kia. I mean, the Kia theory is great because it actually the new generation is it gives you the opportunity for them not to be dependable on somebody, and that's the great thing about it. It's always good to feel that you're not dependent on somebody. That's the greatest feelings in the world. That's why I had to. That's why I have to have money because I depend on I depend on people. I do. I do. I depend on people. No doubt about it. I'm not ashamed to say it. There's a lot of things that there's a lot of things that I could do, but I'm not going to do it. I tell you right now. That's
I'm talking about
I'm
doing.
not going to do it.
I'm talking about doing. Please subscribe.
Yeah, yeah, do that. Do
That is
that.
good. That's for you, for us. Be
Do
part of the
subscribe.
IKEA theory.
Yeah, do subscribe. Leave your comments. What's happening with the IKEA theory in the new generations, and it's helping a lot of women and young people mainly, because those are the ones that are usually mainly using in IKEA. When you go to IKEA, you see young people. It's giving them the opportunity to have this respect for themselves and the fact of the satisfaction that they're doing something on their own, right? It's like their own little freedom. It's like the riding their own bicycle, right? Hey, I'm doing this myself. It's my way, right? So that's actually pretty good. I think that's going to help out. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think it's just going to get even more and more and more. Soon people are going to start building their own houses. I wouldn't be surprised of that. But yeah, please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the show, and keep going to IKEA. Find something that makes you happy. Find something that gives you the pride. USA. That's right. And make sure that it's made. IKEA is not made in USA. I think it's made in Finland or something. I forgot what country.
Let's go Amazon then. Everything's like in China anyway. Anyway.
Just go and chop on a tree and start making your own stuff. Don't chop trees. We try to protect the trees. Just keep going to IKEA. I think they do make no, nothing in IKEA is made in the United States. Everything is brought from uh, what country is it?
Switzerland.
Switzerland? Is that where they're from? I know it's some European country.
Europe.
Some European country, that's where IKEA is made from. Anyway, thank you so much. Please subscribe and leave your comments. We appreciate it. I'm Chris, and this is,
And
and we want to welcome you to High to Be. I'm sorry, Guide to Be Wrong. Be wrong all the time.
thank you.